Good evening, everyone. I am Prasad Balaji Tilak, and today we are doing analysis of the impact of car features on price and profitability. So, in this, I have used Excel, PowerPoint for Excel for all the cleaning and generation of the Excel dashboards and analyzing all the data, and used PowerPoint tool for generating this presentation. So I use the car features data set, which has 11,200 rows, or 200 more than 11,900 rows, and 16 columns. The key variables are make, model. These are the column names present in it, and the type of file is CSV. The data cleaning process started like this. First, I removed all the duplicate values, handled all the missing values, converted and average, and then converted to Excel tables, ensured proper headers. This data is been cleaned, removed using select and replace, find and replace, filtering it out, filtering all the blank values, and did all the basic cleaning things. And this is the clean data set, and I got the average values and changed it with the blank values. So now let's proceed with the task 1. The task 1 was popularity of car models by market category. So in this, we were going to analyze which cars are popular in the market and which has the most demand. So using firstly, I created a pivot table using for selecting all the data using control A function, and after that I went to insert. From insert, we can create this pivot table, and then I created this pivot table. Then from that, I created this chart which tells us about the sum of popularity of the cars in the market. Now let's proceed with the task. This is the final output of the task. This is the pivot table, and this is the chart. The task 2 was to find the relationship between engine power and price. To plot, firstly I plotted a scatter plot using engine HP and MSRP, and correlate all the higher MSRP and other things. This was the output. This is the scatter plot for that, and I used two columns from the car data which was provided with the data set. So this is engine HP and MSRP, and I created this scatter plot. Now let's proceed with the task 3. The task 3 was key features affecting car price. So firstly I analyzed using regression analysis on engine HP cylinders popularity, and created a chart using those coefficients or the outputs I got after doing regression analysis. This is the output. This is the summary output after doing regression. This is the regression output, regression analysis output, and this is the chart created using coefficient, engine HP, city MPG, highway MPG, number of doors, engine cylinders. Using these columns I created this chart. So I will show it to you in the Excel file. So these are the column: MSRP, engine HP, engine cylinders, number of doors, highway MPG, city MPG. And this is the summary output after which I got after doing regression analysis. From I went to data. From there I selected this data analysis. From here then I selected regression. After you selecting this, then I got this interface. I input all the range values, then I got the output over here. So this is the regression analysis output. This is the coefficient value. Using coefficient value, city MPG, highway MPG, number of doors, engine cylinder and engine HP, I created this chart of regression analysis. So this tells us about whether there was a raise or there was decline in the sales or the performance of the cars. So now let's proceed with the task 4. The task 4 was car price variation across manufacturers. For example, Mercedes-Benz, premium brand with higher average MSRP. BMW is also a premium brand with higher average MSRP. Toyota, economic brand with lower average MSRP. For example, Toyota Supra. Supra is a premium car which is under Toyota. Ford, for example, Mustang, economy brand with lower average MSRP. So we analyzed all the average of MSRP by brand reveals, and this was the output. I created the pivot table using make. So the row labels tells us about all the brands, company or the companies of the cars like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Fiat, Ferrari, BMW, Infiniti, Kia, and etc. So this is the chart which I created using the y-axis tells us about the car brands, and the x-axis as the average of MSRP. So now let's proceed with the task 5. The task 5 was fuel efficiency versus engine cylinders. So the number of cylinders directly impacts fuel consumption, and higher cylinder counts typically lead to lower MPG. This was the output. I used two columns, that is engine cylinder and highway MPG. First I calculate the Corel using this formula. Then I created this scatter plot using all the three columns. The orange part tells us about the highway MPG, the blue part tells us about the engine cylinders, and there's also a trend line going, but it's nearly invisible or it's hidden under these plots. Now let's after that I proceeded with creation of the dashboard. In this we are going to create a dashboard which we will also be using filters and slicers for making it more interactive. Firstly, I proceeded with price distribution by brand and body style. So this was the task 1. Firstly, I created a pivot table which tells this all these are the body styles or styles of the cars, and these are like the body styles are, for example, wagon, sedan, passenger vans, coupe, convertible, cargo van, and etc. So this chart tells us about the x-axis carries all the types of brands, and the y-axis carries average MSRP. And I have used slicers over here. I can show it to you, but I would rather prefer to show you it in the dashboard. So the task 2 of the dashboard was to find the highest and lowest average MSRPs by brand. The type of chart used in this was clustered column chart. Firstly, I created a pivot table similar to that using the make column and visual style column, and also MSRP. So I created this clustered bar chart. So using this, I have also used slicers over here. And now let's proceed with the task 3 of dashboard. The task 3 was to create a scatter plot using transmission type versus MSRP column. So I created it using MSRP and transmission type column from the car data set. So this is the final output of it. After that, we proceeded with the task 4, that is fuel efficiency trends over time. In this I used a line chart to tell which car have tend to have better fuel efficiency. So in this first I also created a similar pivot table. After that I created this line chart. I have also inputted the slicers for this, and also use a year slicer year, as we have used the year here in this, which year the car model were started selling. So these are the years, and these are the efficiency on highway, or we can change it on the city also. So now let's proceed with the task 5 of dashboard. The task 5 was calculating the horsepower, MPG and price across brands using a bubble chart. But I use here other charts because the bubble chart wasn't working in my Excel, because my Excel is of very older version. It's before 2010 version, but I am also updated with the newer versions. So this is the task 5. Engine HP, highway MPG and MSRP were the columns used in it, and I created this chart. After that, I used all these I collected all these things over one thing and created this dashboard. So this dashboard is really very interactive. I have used slicers. If you select Acura, the brand and the year of launch and the type style of vehicle, you can see the dashboard changes accordingly the slicer specifications. It's taking a bit time cause a bit slower. So as you can see, this is the final output, and only these three charts change cause the they were embedded with were created with pivot tables, and I was able to use slicers for them, and not and I was not able to use slicers for these two MSRP. This is bubble chart and this is a line bubble chart. So and then this is the complete dashboard. If you check it for Audi, as you can see, the first one will change, and for 1993 the second, and this after I selected 4DR hatchback SUV, and it just changes according to my specifications. As you can see, this was the final dashboard which I got. The key insights and business recommendations for this. Firstly, I learned to create interactive dashboards which I can present during interviews, and during meetings and other, for getting more insights from the data visually. As you can see, the key insights were: luxury and performance categories are the most popular. Engine HP and cylinder significantly impact price. More cylinder equals to lower MP, that is fuel efficiency just gets low, and premium brands maintain higher pricing across all segments. This tells that they are premium. Manufacturers can use these insights to optimize pricing and product features. So the conclusion was that we created a interactive dashboard, analyzed all the types of analyzed the data, and did regression analysis and performed all the. This was our project number 7, and I have performed every task as mentioned in this as mentioned in the document file provided by Trainity. And thank you.